The Republican establishment is continuing to embarrass themselves with how they're acting during the speakership election. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new video today. It is time we talk about the chaos that is unfolding on Capitol Hill, because everyone, the Republican establishment, is a complete and total joke for how they're handling this situation. Look, you don't have to agree with Jim Jordan on 99% of things. Hell, not even 90% of things. Fine, all right? You may not like Jim Jordan. But what some of these hacks in the GOP establishment are trying to pull is, I don't even have a word for it. I mean, it's like a middle finger to their voters, to the rest of the conference, everyone. And it's time we publicly talk about these bozos. How they're conducting themselves is not the same as what Matt Gaetz and other Republicans did back in January and just a month ago. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you can join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Now, let me be 100% clear, all right? Like I said, right, I understand that there's a lot of tension going on, fine. But what these idiots are trying to pull on Jim Jordan is not the same as what was done with Matt Gaetz and others. What Matt Gaetz did to Kevin McCarthy was justified. Let's just go back to January, just real quick. The reason that Matt Gaetz and those other Republicans voted against Kevin McCarthy, and while there may have been some personal bickering, especially with Gaetz, fine, whatever. The vast majority of those that were opposed to McCarthy, like 90% of them, 99%, maybe outside of Matt Gaetz, you can make that argument, whatever. They had reasonable concerns about McCarthy, such as, will he bring a vote to the floor on term limits? Again, he didn't have to pass it, just a vote. Just put on record how people would vote on term limits. That's just one thing, but you have the January 6th tapes. You have the single subject spending bills. These were all things that McCarthy, he was not agreeing to, but then those 20 Republicans finally forced him to agree to those terms about, hey, he needs to pass spending in single subject bills, like how it should be done. But let's be real. McCarthy broke that agreement. He did. That's why he was vacated from the chair. He was, because he did not pass single subject spending bills. He instead tried to jam it all in one CR resolution, continuing resolution, excuse me. Instead of doing what he promised. He didn't put votes to the floor on term limits. He didn't release all the January 6th tapes. And the thing that really broke the camel's back was when he was trying to make a backroom deal with Democrats on Ukraine funding. That's true. I don't care what people say. He did. We know 100% he was trying to pull stuff. Hell! And these people are saying, oh, well, Matt Gaetz worked with the Democrats. The Democrats just voted along them. It doesn't mean they coordinated the effort. McCarthy was trying to get Democrats at the last second to bail him out. He was thinking the Democrats would never do that. I gave them everything. Well, that didn't go too well. Meanwhile, today, these bozos voting against Jim Jordan. Look at all their Twitter feeds. Look at all their public statements. Why they voted against Jordan? Only like one Republican gave some policy, just gave some actual reasons. It was from one of the representatives from Long Island. I don't know which one it was. He voted for Lee Zeldin, but at least he gave a reason. He's like, look, Jim Jordan, I'm not doing this personal, just I don't think he can handle stuff like 9/11 health funds for people that, for firefighters and stuff. He doesn't think he can deal with the SALT tax. Fine, all right, or the SALT deduction. At least he gave a reason, all right? That's like one of the only Republicans that did. But to show you how serious these never Jordan people are, the bozo from Colorado, Ken Buck, who I believe is schizophrenic now, he voted for Tom Emmer as Speaker of the House. And I was like, wait, what? Tom Emmer? Well, when he was asked about it, he said, no, I don't like Tom Emmer. I hate the guy. But I'm going to vote for him because I want to put that guy, because I hate him, into a spot that I think he deserves. A crappy position as Speaker. Because I think it's the worst job in America. You got Don Bacon. He hasn't given a reason why. The fact that Brian Fitzpatrick, Mike Garcia, some of the most vulnerable, in quotation for Fitzpatrick, vulnerable Republicans, they supported Jordan. And these assholes, none of them gave valid reasons. That's the thing that gets me. And also, a decent chunk of them lied. They did. Yeah, I mean, you got Homer Simpson from Idaho, which I think that's too nice of a nickname for the guy. Guess what? He said, I support Jim Jordan for Speaker. He votes against him on the House floor. This is why people are fed up. But apparently, according to Politico, in this article, this is the biggest reason these people are anti-Jordan. I cannot believe this is a real article that apparently a lot of people are verifying is true. Conservative pressure. Campaign backfires on Jordan's Speaker bid. You heard that right. The base is the reason that these never Jordan people are doing what they're doing. Let's just look at this, right? All right, again, most of the Republicans that vote against Jordan, they're in deep red seats. Like, I would say maybe Don Bacon and, Lawler and a couple of the New York Republicans. Who else is in, a really competitive seat? Like a Biden district. Not many. But just look at this, right? The arm-twisting campaign, which in many cases include veiled threats of primary challenges, was meant to help rally support behind Jordan's candidacy. Instead, it has put the Judiciary Chair's bid on life support and threatened to plunge House Republicans deeper into turmoil with no clear way out of it. Jim's been nice, one-on-one, but his broader team has been playing hardball, Don Bacon told Politico. So he's mad that the conservative people, not just around Jordan, the voters, he's mad that they're threatening him with a primary challenge if they do not support Jim Jordan for Speaker. Not just his own people, Jim Jordan's people, but voters in Nebraska's 2nd. They're saying, you better support Jim Jordan or we're not going to support you again. And he's mad about it. He's saying, how dare these peasants oppose me? I'm going to vote however I want. Screw them. What? You're telling your voters to go F themselves. He's not the only one. Other Republicans, too, told Politico they have received a barrage of calls from local conservative leaders. They blame the onslaught on his backers, even though by all accounts he isn't directly involved. They're mad because the voters, they're fed up with this. They're saying, we want Jim Jordan. Stop playing these games. We want Jordan, or we're going to oppose you. And these assholes, instead of, doing their job and listening to people, they're blocking people. They're disconnecting their phones, which is publicly available. That should be illegal, in my opinion. And also, they're going to spite them by working with Democrats. Listen, I do understand there were some attacks that, on Don Bacon's wife, that was bad. Fine. But the vast majority of people, you don't have hundreds of thousands of people calling the House saying, we want Jim Jordan, and think, this is secretly Jim Jordan's doing. We got to spite these people. This is why Nobody likes the Republican Party. They are mad because they're getting pressure to supporting Jim Jordan. Really? These same people were threatening Matt Gaetz just a month ago with primary challenges and expelling them from the House. These are the same people. Oh, boo-hoo, I'm getting pressure from my own voters to do something. I gotta oppose this guy because I want to spite these people. Half of them said, we need to punish Matt Gaetz with an expulsion from the conference, and we need to expel him from the House also for fake allegations, even though the FBI cleared him. I don't know what to say. Listen, there were some people that gave some valid reasons for opposing Jim Jordan, like the guy in New York. I'll give them that. But for Don Bacon and others, they're just saying, I'm mad because my voters are telling me to do my damn job. So I'm not going to do it. That's what I'm mad about. Listen, if you're going to oppose Jordan, don't lie about it. Give reasons. Give reasons for why are you opposed to Jordan? Well, I got to punish Matt Gaetz. What? That's your reason? Jordan was behind McCarthy the entire time. The logic makes no sense. So the question is this. What can the voters do? Well, for one, clearly, we are annoying them to hell. That's a good thing. They're not doing their job. These 20 bozos. Why are they not giving valid reasons? Just ask them, why are you opposed to Jim Jordan? And not just say Matt Gaetz. Give reasons. Give policy reasons like we did back in January. You could just say he's not good on big tech. Fine. You can have that. That's a valid criticism. But so far, we're not seeing that. We're just seeing the opposite. Well, Matt Gaetz is supporting him, so I can't support him. It's unbelievable. And I'm hoping these 20 bozos, either they change their mind or they get primaried. And I don't know what to say, though. Overall, folks, I am hoping that we get somebody decent as speaker. And I swear, if Don Bacon goes to Democrats and work with him on a quote-unquote bipartisan speaker. I know I said this a lot, but there will be a rant. But luckily, I never had to do that yet because luckily, some people find their common sense. But if Don Bacon, who is basically telling, and him and Kay Granger in Texas, telling Jordan to go F himself and work with Democrats on a speaker, for one, that won't end pretty. I think that would piss off so many people. I doubt the Republicans even win a House majority. I think it's starting to become unlikely even now. We just got to see what happens again. Keep up the pressure. Tell these bozos, do your frickin' job, represent your voters, and support Jim Jordan. Because that's what your voters want. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.